Ladies and gentlemen, pardon that interruption. Had some technical difficulties. It happens. But ladies and gentlemen, the following is another terrific episode of the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. I'm your host, that ocean crossing, straight up Boston, flight catching, shot glass snatching. Where's he going next? Nobody knows. Four continents down, two more to go. No cap, straight facts. The worldwide star boy, Remy Blue. Yes, you heard it correctly. Four continents down, two more to go. I was just in Europe, just in Amsterdam. If you haven't been there, check it out. It's a great city. But it's not about me. You see, we have a special event today, and it's actually gonna be brought to us by AEW. That's right, they're bringing us another pay-per-view, another PLE as the new generation calls it. And say what you want about AEW. You may not like their weekly shows. We may have differing opinions about their weekly shows, but and everybody knows that their PLEs are always most of the time, for like 99% of the time they hit. And with that being said, we have WrestleDream tonight, hailing from Tacoma, Washington, emanating from Tacoma, Washington. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and give our predictions for that card. So, our special guest, one of our special guests, we might have another one with us joining soon. Actually, sorry, he's out already here. Um, so, our special guest joining us today,
Can
the
you hear
first
me?
one is actually a guy, one of the most hilarious professional wrestling content creators I have ever seen. This guy always has me laughing every time you see you just got to check it out. You see, trust me. I mean, he always gets me with when you see some diva doing some female wrestler doing something to a male wrestler. It's like it should have been me, or somebody might get slapped, and you hear the slap and like the multiple slaps after that, people dancing and such, and then you'll hear some, I guess I don't know what to call it, forget me not, or I don't know if it's called forget me not. I know that's the Men in Black song, but anyways, check out his content. Everybody, welcome to the show, Henny Wrestling. Henny, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Great, man, great. And our second guest joining us for this prediction show is a man who I've known for, I'd like to say, 12 years. One of the most stylish professional wrestling fans. Let me tell you something. When it comes to jacket game, when it comes to his jacket game, this guy is probably, I like to say, number one, but hella impressive. Knows his stuff, especially about New Japan Pro Wrestling. Everybody, welcome to the show, Joshua Ramos. How you doing tonight, man? I mean, how you doing today?
It's good. It's good. I'm out here in the subway chilling and everything.
Awesome. All right, so with that being said, we have Wrestle Dream tonight, and we have 12 matches according to what I see here on the card. Three of them are gonna be pre-shows, are gonna be on the pre-show. I was thinking, damn, Tony Khan, what's going on with the overloaded card? But it's like, okay, three of them are on the pre-show, so you know, it's not too bad. Um, nothing really wrong with a nine-card show. I guess WB isn't spoiling us. But how do y'all feel about this card?
I feel like it's okay, but I think Tony Khan should have done a little better. I feel like
Mm,
since you don't got no creativity to back him up, he's just putting. He's like a big kid that's putting action figures together. It's like a dream match. I put this as a dream team. I put this as a dream match.
okay, Henny, how about you?
Yeah, it's so funny. Josh said that because it's like almost everybody literally says that Tony Khan literally is like a kid playing with action figures. That is so hilarious.
I mean,
I'm being truthful about it. As much as I like Tony Khan, but I feel like Tony Khan doesn't really know what he's really doing, but I appreciate him putting all this together for us. Like he's going above and beyond, trying to give us banger after banger. But then after you give these people the banger, these people are out of action for like a couple of months, and what's next for them?
Hmm.
That's Tony Khan. Excuse me. That's Tony Khan's downfall.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'll chalk it up to this. Tony Khan. He the reason why I would never compare Tony Khan to Vince, I wouldn't compare him to Triple H, is because Tony Khan is doing this with no lineage. He's
Hmm.
he's an inexperienced guy, and it's either he's gonna swim or he's gonna sink. Vince had an advantage. People seem to forget. When Vince was a third generation promoter. He is. I mean, he's not with WWE anymore, but he came from a line of promoters. So obviously he had that advice from his dad Vince Senior on how to go about what works, how to go about booking, and on top of that, people also seem to have to realize that Vince, when he started WWE, he already had experience as a door to door salesman. So you can't really compare the two. And Tony Khan, I mean, what experience does he has? I don't know if he has any experience in marketing. There was no mention of that. I mean, he just saw that he liked professional wrestling, and he decided to make an investment into it. So you can't. I wouldn't really compare Vince to Tony Khan. I mean, I would compare Dixie Carter to Tony Khan. Maybe Henny. No, 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 Henny. Let's keep it real.
No, 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 no. I got
What
you. I got you. No,
I
no,
mean,
no,
it
no.
may sound funny, but yeah, I mean, what experience does she have with promoting before TNA? I
I
don't
ain't
think she
saying.
was a saleswoman.
Listen, bro, listen, Remy. I ain't saying no. I ain't saying nothing. But it was just like it. It was jaw dropping because we saw the downfall of TNA before Anthem purchased them. Like, we saw the peak of TNA, and then they were starting doing moves that they wasn't supposed to do in the first place. And then you see the downfall of TNA that it went to Impact, and then we saw recently it went back to TNA. Now, don't get me wrong. The wrestlers that we see today in AEW and WWE, some of them were part of the rebuilding of Impact Wrestling. But it's like,
Yeah,
each man.
yeah. I mean, let's keep it. And Tony. I mean, I'm not here to bash Tony, but he needs
I'm
to
I'm here
learn
to
how to
bash
stay
him
away
all
from
day.
WWE.
I'm here to bash him all day.
He needs
He
he needs to learn how to stay away from WWE. He needs to learn how to just stay in his own. Be like Ring of Honor. Be like, and I'm not
yeah.
talking to Ring of Honor. I'm not talking.
No, no, not the current
I'm
one. I'll get you. The one from a decade ago. I got you.
Yeah, because we all know, Henny, you and I know, and I'm sure Josh knows. You know, I'm sure Josh knows, and he could agree with me that you know, pre-COVID Ring of Honor, pre AEW Ring of Honor, you never heard anybody say. I don't know about you, but I never heard anybody say Ring of Honor sucks. I don't like Ring of Honor.
Nah,
Nah,
They
never. It was
it
a
was
lot of
banger.
bangers after banger after
yeah,
banger.
yeah,
I'm not
they
gonna
they
lie, they,
stayed.
they had some really good matches. Especially
Yes,
like
they
one of my
did.
favorite one was Jay Briscoe versus Jay Lethal at Hamilton and Terminal Five. That was like freaking. That was a real. That stole the show for me.
Man, my all-time favorite match was Kevin Owens versus Kevin Steen versus El Generico at Final Battle 2012. That was a
Wait,
banger. I'll
was
never
that the
forget
ladder
that.
match? The ladder table and chairs match when he powerbombed El Generico to the ladder?
Hmm.
Oh man, that was another classic.
And also, pretty much any match with the American Wolves, that was another match that I enjoyed too. I'll tell you right now. You see, if David Richards, I don't know what's going on with him. If they ever reunite, it's a wrap. I'm telling you, it is a wrap. That's why I hope would happen, but I don't know.
Nah,
But
I know what's going on with him. Actually, he left. He came back, and we don't know what the hell he's doing now.
yeah, I don't know what's going on with Davey, but you know, one could only hope that everything's working out for him. But WrestleDream, we got WrestleDream coming up, and we have so like I said, 12 cards. So we're gonna go down each match, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go around the room and ask y'all's predictions, and I'll go last, as always. Um, and just at the end we might have a I don't know if y'all have any general predictions. Feel free to go ahead and just say them. There's no such thing as an insane predict as a crazy prediction, because we've had predictions where we've actually predicted that. I mean, I think somebody is a couple years ago we had somebody predict Christian was going to return at the Royal Rumble since Edge was back, and lo and behold, Christian returned. So yeah, that yeah, say what you want. I mean, we're not gonna be like oh, that's ridiculous. So the
Speaking of
first
that,
match, huh?
I feel like I'm gonna say right now, I feel like Danielson's gonna win this one, and I feel like Christian's gonna cash it in.
I feel the same way. I
Oh,
feel the
Christian.
same way.
Because like his body's giving up on him, and I feel like he needs to retire. Like I
Yeah,
know Danielson been doing too much, and he needs to ease out a lot.
yeah,
He needs
yeah,
to get that
Brian. Yeah,
surgery.
yeah. Um, yeah. Like I honestly speaking, in regards to Danielson, I think it's time for him to hang it up. He has a wife and kids now, so I mean, I didn't want him to return back in what I didn't want him to return back. What was it? Back in 2018, 2019? Because I was like, this man has a family. He has a wife and kid. Wife and kids. I mean, he doesn't need to be back in that ring. I was saying things like, "Oh, he's being mad selfish. He's not thinking about his family." I mean, I'm not the one to tell a grown person what to do, but at the same time, it's like, bro, like, come on, man, you got nothing to prove, yo. But the first match we have is a singles match for the Ring of Honor World Television Championship, and it's going to be the defending champion Atlantis Jr. versus the Machine Brian Cage. I didn't even know Atlantis had a Tony Khan, man. This guy really. I didn't. You see, I didn't even know this was a thing. Like I didn't know that Atlantis Jr. had a title, and that's another thing. The titles he needs to like lessen them, man. Like, Henny, who you got for this match, bro?
Yo, Remy's killing me today.
I didn't even know about that. Like, really, I didn't know that Atlanta. I mean, I knew there was an Atlantis Junior, but I didn't know he had a. Oh
All right.
boy, who
All
you
right.
got for this, man?
All right. First and foremost, I don't think is the title. I don't think the title. To me, I don't think the title is the issue. I think it's the way how he's handling it, giving titles and the way um their runs are. Like we just saw Mark Briscoe not too long ago win the Ring of Honor world title, and I was telling one of my boys, I just hope they make this a memorable Ring of Honor world title run. That has become an afterthought. Um, after wow, Remy left. I'm gonna continue. He'll probably listen to this after he finished recording and stuff. But okay, he's back. But
Yeah,
they made this title run as an afterthought, and that really disappointed me because that was like almost the same date, probably like what 14 years ago. His brother won the Ring of Honor world title. So to me, it's not so many titles. It's just how you diverse them and how you use them. And Tony Khan has been doing a terrible job at that. With that being
Yeah,
said, Brian Cage need to have that. Brian Cage need to have that title. Like, come on now. Like this dude this tool only had what the Ring of Honor 6-man World Tag Team titles. FTW is not even sanctioned. Brian
yeah.
Cage, come on.
That's the only title. That's the only title he ever held. The six
Yeah,
man tag team
so
titles.
Brian Cage got to win the Ring of Honor television title. I'm going with the machine. This man should be doing a lot better than what he is doing now. But Tony Khan, he's in his own horn, and I just wish he would like listen to the veterans that was there before him. So like that, he has an idea what it's like to run a business, and he knows the idea of like who to push and who not to push for television's sake. But it is what it is. But I'm rolling Brian Cage on this one.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah, same here. I'm going
okay.
for Brian Cage because he is long overdue for this guy. Like he's really good. And then when his contract about to be up, Tony Khan decided to give him a contract for more money. I'm like, dude, it's not about money. It's just like you need to build your guys up. Like you got a lot of AEW originals, and I'm no disrespect, but you're pushing a lot of WWE stars. Like you got to push the originals. Like You can make like look
Exactly.
at MJF. MJ is a big star right now. Swerve's a big star. And
Yeah.
you got now you're pushing Jungle Boy, and now you're pushing Darby. You need to push Sammy. You need to have the original that was there. Like be separate.
So
Stop competing with WWE. Be your own original company.
exactly, exactly. You know, if you ask me, I wouldn't even. Brian Cage should be a world champion. If he's not Ring of Honor world champion, he should be AEW world champion. One of the two. He shouldn't be no TV champion because I've followed his career since 2009. I remember when he was teaming with PJ Black. That was another great team, by the way, which I thought could have gone far in WWE. And I followed him from that point, from when he left WWE, when he started bulking up. And if you saw 2009 Brian Cage, he's not the same Brian Cage now. He was smaller, and the guy was hella agile. And I've followed his career since then, going up to like it being on what was it? The little show where they what was it again?
Lucha Underground.
Not bound, yeah, but before that, he was on a show where TNA would pick they would pick like an independent wrestler and have them wrestle against another independent wrestler, and the winner got a contract. It was like 11 years ago they had that.
Okay,
I
I know
knew
what
him
he's.
from. I
Okay, I
remember
know what
him
he's
from
talking about.
since back.
I can't remember. I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I remember him from
I know
since
what you're
back
talking
then.
about. I remember. I think Kevin Nash was the host and everything. They have Black Jay Lee plus Black Machismo and everything.
Yeah, so I remember
Yeah,
that, and I'm like, why, why they have this guy here? Why are you not pushing this guy to the main title? I mean, this is the kind of guy that would headline on WrestleMania, and I could see him going against a guy like a Brock Lesnar, a
That's a
Roman
dream match right
Reigns.
there.
So I'm gonna go with Brian Cage. I hope he wins this. It's about time for him to get a title, man. Even though I'd rather him get the world title, you know, I
and no,
definitely get
no
the
offense,
TV
Remy,
title.
but Tony Khan treat Ring of Honor like it was like the stepson of the family and everything.
For
Like,
real. For
Yeah, for real. He's
real.
not lying. He's not lying. You know,
Yo.
cause back in
real.
the day, Ring of Honor was no Ring of Honor. Like everybody loved him. But it
Oh
feels like
yeah,
Tony Khan just put his twist to it. It's like an afterthought now. And then the titles, like he's just throwing them around like hot potato. Like, oh, you're gonna be
Yeah.
champ. Oh, you're gonna be champ.
yeah,
Like I don't blame Jonathan from leaving Ring of Honor. Jordan Grace's husband.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
I
I
don't
don't
know.
blame
blame him
him
neither.
I don't blame him. So
because
the
I know there
next
was like
match.
a big conflict.
So the next match we got a tag team match. Uh, this is an interesting one. This is a funny one. So we have the MXM collection, formerly known as what was it, the
Oh,
Maxim male model, whatever.
something like that.
But we got MXM collection, which, and I give these guys credit. They took something that WWE gave them, and I guess they're making it work for them. Which is the team of this is the team of Mansoor and Mason Madden, and I guess they're going to be accompanied by a manager to be announced, and they're going to be going up against the one tag team everybody loves, the Acclaimed, which is the team of Anthony Bowens and Max Caster with Billy Gunn. One of these days, what I want to do, I want to go up to to Anthony Bowens and see if he could spit, because that's one thing we got to see. Does that man have lyrics? But then again, he's the kind of guy when he spits something, you can't really say it's whack because look at that guy's side. He'll probably beat your ass if he says his freestyles are whack. So yeah, maybe I won't do that. But we got MXM versus the Acclaim. Any who you got for this one, man?
It's a shame to see the Acclaim at a pre-show. They're a very, very, very good tag team in my book. I don't know about you, Remy. I don't know about you, Josh,
Oh,
but
they are.
Nah, no, I like the Acclaim.
they're a very legit tag team, and to see them
They,
on a
I feel
pre-show,
like I feel like they're underrated.
OD underrated. And to see them on a pre-show, it. I don't know what to say, but I got the Acclaim on this one.
Okay.
Like I said, like they were so underrated. At the beginning, I hated them when they first debuted, and then it grew on me, and I started liking them. As much as I like the Acclaim, but I would love to see win for once and everything. Like they're kind of entertaining. They're kind of growing up. Like the Acclaim had it for a while. For once, let a newcomer have a win for once.
You know the funny thing about the Acclaim, Josh? I know you probably. I know you and I, Henny. I don't know if you ever heard of PWS or if you went to any of their shows. Josh, I know you and I. We've went to a couple of those shows.
Oh yeah,
I saw
definitely.
I saw Anthony Bowens before he started wrestling, like right when he was just about to start training. I saw him. It was I think February of 2013. It was a PWS show, and I saw this big, strong looking dude. I'm like, yo, bro, you should be a wrestler, man. Are you gonna be a wrestler? He's like, yeah, I start training next week. I'm like, wow, okay. And then lo and behold, like the man's rise just started from there, and I'm glad that he got this opportunity. I'm very happy that I like to see wrestlers win, man. I like to see people win, man. They work hard and they get this chance. Who I'm gonna go with? You know what? I'm gonna be brave though, and I'm gonna go with MXM because we don't know who that to be announced manager is, or that person that's gonna accompany them. But I got a feeling that this person is gonna help with their ascent to the top of the tag team ranks, just like how Harlem Heat did it back with Sensational Sherry. So I'm gonna go with MXM to get this win, but I still love the Acclaim though. You know.
Same here.
So the next match we have, this is the last match on the pre-show, and it's gonna be a singles match. It's gonna be fresh off of a trip from Japan. Anna Jay going up against Harley Cameron with Saraya. Henny, who you got for this one?
This is a throwaway match. I'm getting into Anna Jay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll give it to Anna.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Anna Jay for this one. She's definitely determined to um move up the ranks. And like this is a woman that you should definitely. She's another one that should definitely be pushed. You know, that she's original. I think she had what she have like a Showtime gimmick or something, like a magician gimmick.
Something
You
like that.
know, pretty much an entertainer gimmick. That's people. That's somebody you should push. But I'm gonna go with Anna Jay to get this win. But I still got love for Saraya too. She's one of my favorites. So now we're on to the actual main show, right? Nine matches are going to be on this show, and the first match we have is a singles match for the Ring of Honor World Championship. We have Mark Briscoe. I'm glad this guy actually got to win this championship because he really. I always thought even before Jay Briscoe died. I always thought Mark Briscoe deserved it. He had that presence that can rile up. Y'all gonna laugh at me. Y'all gonna laugh at me, but you know who I see when I see Mark Briscoe? I'm probably gonna get Dusty Rhodes, but not as on a grander scale.
Oh,
Like
okay.
like your local you know guy who's trying to make it, trying to do his thing. You know, I
Okay,
I
I
I,
get it.
I I tend to get Dusty Rhodes vibes from Mark Briscoe.
Yeah, he has like
Yeah, you're
that.
100% right on
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one.
yeah. Yeah, he
He
got
does. He
that.
does give me that vibe.
Yeah, he got that grit. He got that grit. He may not have like the character or the body, but he has that grit. He has that mentality of keep pushing no matter what.
He
So
has
I do
that.
see that.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got. You gotta say he's whole heart.
yeah. I'm glad he got he definitely got this title. Henny, who you got for this match?
This is a bathroom break match. I'm sorry because Chris Jericho he needs to hang it up. I'm rolling with Mark Briscoe on this one.
You're like the 100th person that said that. Like he needs to retire.
Bro, listen, he got nothing else to prove. You give me Jericho from New Japan from the very beginning, all the way to like 2019, I give you that. But beyond that, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
One.
Jericho's running out of ideas.
Well, I
Like I
mean,
said,
the
like the
man.
learning tree, at least he tried. The learning tree was like it's not bad, but I feel like the Painmaker, the Lionheart, the Y2J, and the Mexico version of Jericho was excellent. But it's like this kind of age Jericho is like it's kind of getting a little dried up already. And
I don't.
I
Hey,
got Mark on that one.
honestly speaking, I would not want to meet Jericho, man, because all them personalities he got. He got Painkiller, Lionheart, the dude from 2008 with the suit that said all the big words. You got the Mass Jericho. You got. your Uncle Jericho, you got whatever Jericho from around the block that wants to be a rapper. I would not want to meet that guy because I know who I'm gonna get. Yeah, but I commend him for actually having that longevity with his career. Not a lot of wrestlers go to say they've gone 30 straight years, or well, I mean, he's had some time off, but 30 years without a lot of injuries. Because
Hmm.
I've never really heard of Jericho really being injured and being out for a long time. So, um,
Yeah, I gave him a salute for that. Like I said, he's really good, but I think it's time for you should give it to the new generation. Stop
Hmm.
hogging up the spotlight.
Yeah.
yeah. So who you got for this one, Josh?
I gotta go with Mark.
I'm gonna go with Mark Briscoe too because Jericho he fired up something in Mark that you don't talk about a man's family, especially if that family member is deceased. Like you don't do that, man. Like
That was
mm-mm. That's automatic on site right there. So
yeah, that was hard. That
I'm
was
a
heartbreak. Go ahead, Remy. I'm sorry.
yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Like I said, I actually felt for Mark Briscoe because I lost a younger brother 28 years ago. So I have that idea of where Mark's head's at. You know what I'm saying? So um I'm gonna go with Mark Briscoe for this. I'm rooting for Mark Briscoe, man. As a person that lost a brother, I know it's all a storyline, and I'm pretty sure that at least I hope they talked it over before they went with that. But as a person that's been in Mark's situation, I'm actually gonna root for Mark to win this match. I'm going with him. So the next singles match we have is a is this is an interesting one. We have Darby Allen. This guy is pissed now. He lost his world championship opportunity. He
No,
could have been winning
no,
the title.
no offense, but I kind of feel like they dropped the ball on Darby on this one.
I think he still
I
has
like,
time.
and then I feel like he's really good, but he needs to slow down on his stunts. I know he wants to, give he's like another Jeff Hardy. But he needs to slow down because like the way how he be taking those risks and everything, and I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, I don't want you to die. Like,
For
just
real.
Talk to
relax,
you.
slow down.
Talk to your boy Tony Khan, man. He's trying to be Vince McMahon attitude era. So I mean, talk to your boy Tony Khan. He's the one that's encouraging that. You know, he's in, and look, don't let me start. Um, but I
Yeah,
don't
but
know. But
that match, yeah, because that match I saw when he did that swanton bomb through the glass and then
Yo,
hit
that
the
was
backwards.
nasty.
I was like, yo, I said,
that was a
Darby,
stupid thing he
slow
did.
down.
That was
I was like,
nasty.
but it was so dangerous. I was like, yo, Darby needs to ease out on those
That
stunts.
that was
Honestly,
nasty.
honestly, that should have never ever been done. And if it would have been done, it should have been done where the person actually went through the glass. But that when I see that, that reminds me of when Kurt Angle did that moonsault off the top rope. I think it was Chris Benoit or somebody tried to hit with it and he missed. And then I remember Vince went to the back. And this is why you see I like you can say what you want about Vince, but certain things Vince did not fly with. I remember when he went to the back. Vince asked him if he's okay, and he was like, "Yeah." And I think I don't know. I think they said Vince slapped him behind the head and said, "Don't do that again." He didn't like slap him like to start a fight, but like he was like, "Don't do that again." But yeah, who y'all got for this one? Oh, he's going up against Brody King, the biggest member of the House of Black.
Well, he
Um,
faced them before and he won them
Hmm.
one time.
who won,
I
Darby or
feel like
Brody King?
Darby.
Okay,
So I gotta go with Darby with this one because I remember it was a coffin match. He choked him out with his own chain and then he fell in the casket.
wow. Okay, Henry, you got for this one?
This is a toss up for me, but I'm rolling with Darby Allen. Slightly win because I know Brody King is gonna really destroy him.
So I'm gonna go with Darby to get this win. Um, the man is a different head. I think he's in a different headspace now. This man is upset, and I think we're gonna see a new Darby after this one. If I were John Moxley, I'd watch out because next time he fights Darby, and this is no slight against John Moxley. I know John Moxley's not the same person we saw in WWE. Quite frankly, if you ask me, I would like to see this John Moxley fight, a Brock Lesnar or a Triple H, because I guarantee you it wouldn't be the same.
Yes,
But
sir.
um, I'm gonna go with Darby Allin to get this win, and I think Darby Allin's been hitting the gym. He looks a bit cut up. I don't know. Maybe it's me. But I think
Nah,
he's been hitting the
he's
gym.
getting ripped. He's been getting ripped.
So yeah. So I'm gonna go with Darby for this one. The next match we have is a singles match for the AEW TNT Championship. If you ask me, this is a bit of a coming of age match because somebody gonna learn today, win or lose, and it ain't gonna be the guy that doesn't have the championship because we all know where he's coming from. We all know what he's capable of. But we got Jack Perry defending his AEW TNT Championship against Katsuyori Shibata. I'm gonna say this. I know I'm gonna go last, but Jack Perry gonna learn today. But who y'all got for this one?
As much as I like Jack Perry, I like his new gimmick, but I gotta go with my boy, the strong style, Shibata, because I've been watching that match throughout the years. After that headbutt that he suffered from a stroke, he couldn't wrestle for years, even though he came back. But I want him to win.
Okay, Henny, who you got?
Whew, this was a toss up for me looking at this match because this match could go either way, whether people want to believe it or not. This could go either way. And the reason why I say it could go either way because Jack Perry's a heel. He'll do whatever it takes to win. And Shibata doesn't matter whether he's babyface or heel. He could wrestle his butt off. But I'm rolling with Jack Perry retaining how you say this slightly winning this match because I know Shibata is no joke. I saw him like a couple of years ago when after coming back when Kenta attacked him and all of that, the way he drop kicked Kenta on the corner, that was nasty. But like
Mm.
I have seen his matches. He is very good, but I see Jack Perry winning and escaping with the TNT title slightly.
So
This is not going to be a pretty
Or,
match.
or you're gonna try and get himself disqualified.
Yeah.
so my thing with this, um, I'm gonna go with Jack Perry. Jack Perry gonna win. I don't see him losing that title this time. But I'm gonna say this right now. He gonna get his ass kicked. He gonna get an ass whoop. He gonna get beat worse than what his daddy worse than what his daddy could ever give him or his mama could ever give him. It's going because we both know Katsuyori Shibata when he actually says, "Hey, hit me," and he's just standing there eating all those kicks and just look at you like, man, you a whole bitch. Like that's all you got.
Yeah,
You a punk.
that's yeah. If you really got the Chibata in Japan, oh no, that dude could hit.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna go with Jack Perry, but he gonna learn. He gonna learn. It's gonna be it's gonna be that match.
Yeah, because like I said, like he should be watching those videos, him versus Noro Suzuki and Okada. The way how he hits, the way how he swings and give you those chops
Hmm.
is no joke. Shibata is no joke.
Yeah. Um. So the next match we have a three-way match for the AEW International Championship. Again, what is the use of this international title? I don't get it. Like but it is what it is. We have the defending champion, the aerial assassin Will Ospreay, going up against the one and only Ricochet, who for some reason a lot of people don't like. I don't know why. What the brother ever did to y'all? And the
No, the
third
reason
person,
they're mad because he left WWE, and then that's all the WWE fans peeing on him going to another promotion.
And on
And
top
I
of
was
that,
and I always get mad at people like, why y'all getting mad for? You want him to be a mid card being jobbed and everything? Like he's trying to pursue his career. What is WWE's doing for him besides making him get attacked by Braun Breaker a lot and then teaming up with other people?
yeah, fans be wilding, man.
and and also
I,
he had Samantha Irving. That's another one too.
Yep,
let me tell
the
you
finest
something.
girl in the world.
let me tell you something right now. These dudes, they a lot of people, the people that do that, they wouldn't have gotten her anyways.
For real.
And then they ask him, "Oh, can he fight?" Now here's where I like to operate with common sense. I'm a for those y'all youngins watching that new to the game. This ain't for you, Henny. This ain't for y'all, Josh. Cause I know y'all experienced to the game. Y'all asking some of these people are asking if Ricochet can fight because of
Fact.
Samantha. Now, here's what I'm gonna ask: does Samantha have any friends, single friends? Because we all know, Henny, I know you know, Josh, I know you know, bad hangs around with bad. Bad don't hang
Yeah.
around with subpar. Bad hangs around with bad. So if I see Samantha Irv, I'm like, okay, that's Ricochet's girl. I respect that. Where her single friends at? Does she have a single sister? She does have a sister
Or
who's
or
ridiculously
cousin.
gorgeous.
Or cousin.
Yeah. So people gotta,
Somebody, they gotta keep it in the family, like somebody from her
yeah,
family.
people gotta learn how to
It,
use this, man. I ain't. I mean, if they joking, yeah, they joking. But if it's all a joke, but if Ricochet could fight, yeah, I can understand if they making that joke. But if they serious,
I don't. I won't make this. As, I won't make that as a joke.
nah, man,
Absolutely
that's
not.
like somebody telling me that if I have a beautiful girlfriend, told me I could fight. I'm like, yeah, I could fight. Now,
shoot,
in
Absolutely.
my response,
um,
if somebody tell me that, my response be like the crow. Do you know how to fight? I'm like, yeah. Do you know how to die?
shoots,
That'll
not
be
me.
my
I'd be like,
response
yo,
back.
your girlfriend got any single homegirls? Cause boy, you know what I'm saying, boy over here, he trying to, you know what I'm saying, he trying to be happy too, you know what I'm saying. Plus, I'd be like, plus I could run distraction. When you want someone to time with your girl, I could pull away a girlfriend like her homegirl, like, hey yo, let's go this way, man. Let's go do this. Let's go get some red lobster, or something, you know. I'm just saying. But who y'all got for this one, man?
Yo, if only they would have took the third person out, that would have been like a banger match. I don't know why. It's too soon for Ricochet versus Osprey single competitive. But if I gotta pick out of those three, I gotta go with Osprey.
Okay. Henny, how about you?
I'm going with the aerial assassin Osprey. Now it won't surprise me. It won't surprise me. For some odd reason, it won't surprise me if Takesha walks out with the title. But I'm rolling with Osprey on this one.
Honestly speaking, I'm gonna go with Takeshita. I'm gonna go with Takeshita to get this one. I got a feeling, especially with the Don Callis family recently acquiring Lance Archer's contract, and we all know Lance Archer, dude is a killer in the ring. That's another guy that AEW should definitely be pushing to the world title.
Oh my
But
gosh.
hey, like I said, I guess Tony knows what he's doing.
He don't know
But
what he's doing.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna be that guy and go with Konosuke Takesha. He's actually gonna go ahead and walk out with this title. And I wouldn't.
I'm not
Hey, why not?
I'm not
I
gonna lie,
mean,
he's really good though. I like him when he first debuted and he fought Kenny Omega. He really impressed me a lot.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Konosuke Takeshita to walk away with this title. Um, so the next match we have is a tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. We have the Young Bucks, the EVPs, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson defending against. Oh my gosh, is that Private Party? Private Party. And no, people, I'm not gonna make that little sound that Zay used to make. I'm not. Nah, that's an AO moment. If you asking me
Ye-
that,
Yeet.
nah, no Diddy,
First of all, yeah, I'm about to say no Diddy.
no Diddy. I ain't do. We ain't doing that here.
That's funny.
They probably got
Yeah,
some people that do the noise. No, I'm not doing no noise, man. But
yeah.
yeah, private
Okay.
party.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, Remy. I'm thinking the moment that when a wrestler talks Isaiah and he has that high pitched scream. I was thinking about that, but then when you were talking about that moment with him and Kenny Omega, I was like, okay, never mind. He's thinking about something else.
That man sound like French Montana used to make a noise like that. He sound like French Montana if he like
I
if he
did.
wasn't distressed.
That's
But
funny.
yeah, but it's going to be Private Party, Zay and Quinn challenging for those championships. Another tag team I'm very happy for. They've been in the trenches, here in New York in the indie scene, and now
especially
they're
in
doing their
Hog.
thing.
Yes, HOG. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So who y'all got for this one?
Oh man, I've been, and you know me, Remy. I've been a Buck fan for years since they were like when they were like in FW selling their autographs and free pictures for $5. I've been a fan of them since day one. As much as I
Okay.
want the Bucks to retain, but I think it's time for the Bucks to give it to Party. They need to win. Isaiah and them, they need to win that title.
Okay. Henny, how about you?
Long overdue. Long overdue. It's time for the Young Bucks to drop them belts. I do not like the run. I no disrespect to you, Josh. I don't like the run that they have with the World Tag Team titles. I don't even like the character that they're having right now. I mean, it'd be
Well,
funny
I
here
don't.
and there.
As much as I like the Yumba, but I don't like the EVP version and
Yeah,
everything. I like
it's
them when they were
straight.
back in the days.
Yes. It is straight up. Where's MJF? It is straight up mid right now. But I need Private Party to win the tag team title. It is long overdue. There are certain tag teams that is no longer in AEW that should have won the tag team titles. I'm rolling with Private Party. It's long overdue, Remy.
Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna go with Private Party because Zay seems determined. Um, Quinn has been on a almost or maybe a more than year long injury. I'm glad he's back. Zay did the best he could as a singles competitor. But I would like to see them actually get this win because they definitely deserve it, and they've been around for a bit, so I wouldn't mind seeing Private Party, get the W and find and yeah. Plus they were with AEW from the start, from like since 2019. So yeah, it's about time for them to get that W, get those championships, man. So I'm going with Private Party, but again, I don't want to hear Zay make that little sound because if he made that sound when he win them titles, I'm done. Like I'm not gonna watch another
He's
AEW
got no. He's
event.
got listen. So listen, he's gonna do it regardless. Like that's like people. Some people love it, which I don't understand. Like, bro, you understand what he is saying? Like, but he's gonna do it regardless. So just get ready.
Shoot, I know people. That's not a New York thing. Because trust me, if you go and you do that in New York, they're
You're
gonna be like, "Hey,
done.
yo, let me talk to you for a minute."
You're done.
That's gonna
You're
be the
done.
end.
You're done.
So, the next match we have singles match for the AEW Women's World Championship. It's the defending champion Mariah May versus Willow Nightingale, my Guyanese sister. Definitely happy for her. Who y'all got for this one?
Oh man. As much as I want to see Willow win this, and I'm very disappointed how she became a TBS champion. All of a sudden, they gave it to Mercedes Monet. Um, I don't know who's a huge Mercedes Monet fan. Don't fight me, but it bothers me that Willow Nightingale wins the belt at Dynasty, only for her to drop it at Double or Nothing. That bothers me to the core to this day. But I'm rolling with Mariah May. I don't even know if they're gonna give this title to Willow Nightingale. She's been having this huge momentum and just died out ever since I feel like died out ever since she lost the TBS title. But as much as I want Willow to win the women's world title, I think Mariah May is gonna retain.
Mm. How about you, Josh? Who you going with? Josh? Did we lose him?
He's either mute or
Hey, Josh, you there?
he's probably underground because he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
taking
yeah.
the
He probably
train.
underground. Josh, you there?
I can hear the train.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. We'll. Yeah, he's probably on the ground. But
Yeah.
honestly, for this whole
honestly, for this whole match, I would definitely go with I could see I'm gonna go with Mariah May. I don't see her losing. I think we still got to see her against Mina Shirakawa because I think that's what we're gonna see right there.
Yeah,
That's an interesting thing because I mean, currently Tony Storm, Mariah's former mentor, is over in Japan,
Japan.
and she's been teaming with Mina Shirakawa
Mina,
in Stardom.
yeah.
So it makes you wonder. Well, um, okay, Mina Shirakawa was Mariah May's friend first, but now she's teaming with her op in Japan. So
Yeah, it's looking interesting.
a lot of interesting things going on there. But I'm gonna go with Mariah May. I'm gonna definitely go with her winning this championship. I mean, I think this whole thing with Willow Nightingale losing, it's gonna play out. It's gonna lead up something eventually.
I
But
hope so. That was just dumb.
shoots, I was kind of this is the kind of thing I don't understand. Willow Nightingale just had a match against Chris Statlander, a banger. All right,
Right.
she lost the match against Chris Statlander. Now Chris Statlander's a face, and she's going up against automatically she's going up against Mercedes Monet. Like I don't get that. Like
Let
how
that be
is it?
the let that be WWE and everybody's bashing on Triple H.
Yeah, I mean you got to gradually put her. This thing you don't make somebody a face right away or a heel right. You have to
Yeah,
let them
yeah. Makes no
gradually
sense.
get there.
Makes no sense.
You know,
Let that
like
be let that be Hunter. Everybody's gonna tweet their butt off.
yeah, it would definitely it would definitely be crazy. But my thing is, man, I think they should have just slow cooked it. You don't make her a face right away. You slow cook it. You let her be a heel a bit more. You let her pick on somebody else. And then you get that moment where okay, this ain't working out. She's sick and tired. I think she's gradually going to go to a face. Now all of a sudden she's a face wrestling. What she now all of a sudden she's a face and she's wrestling um Mercedes Monet for the title, and then she's having run-ins with Camille Brickhouse. It's like I I don't know. I mean, I'm looking forward to her facing Camille Brickhouse because Camille was
Oh
a
yeah,
former NWA
yeah.
Women's World Champion, but still, I
It,
mean,
I'm bro. That would be a banger match. I ain't gonna hold you.
shoot, imagine if they were a tag team, if they were actually in a tag team. Whoo, boy,
Woo.
yeah. But I'm gonna definitely go with I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna have to go with Mariah May for this one. This one is like I said, I don't see her losing. All right, so I guess Josh maybe under the tunnel. All right, the next match we have. We got three more matches and then that's it. I know, folks. It's a lot of matches, but that's AEW. So we have Hangman Page. It's a singles match. It's gonna be Hangman Adam Page versus Jay White. I got a prediction for this one, but I'm gonna leave it for a general for a general. I'm gonna leave it for my general predictions. It's gonna sound a bit off, but I'm gonna leave it for my general predictions. So, Penny, who you got for this one?
Man, this is tough. And I got Jay White on this one, but this match is going to depend where are they going with this. If this is Hangman Adam Page pursuit of like getting himself back to the AEW world picture, or this is for Jay White to like get Hangman Page out of the way. And I don't know if the second person, I don't know if he's talking about Christian Cage or he's talking about Swerve Strickland.
Hmm.
I don't know which momentum this is going. I don't know which momentum, I'm sorry, that AEW is going with this, but I'm rolling with Jay White on this one.
All right. Me, I'm a wow. This is a tough one because both men have proven that they could be the face of a company. Hangman Adam Page, holding the title, the AEW World Title, and Jay White actually becoming not only the leader of Bullet Club, but at one time an IWGP Heavyweight Championship. And once you win that championship, that means you pretty much are a badass. You can actually main event any promotion, whether it be, in my opinion, I don't know anybody else's. You can main event WrestleMania. You can main event
Yeah.
Slammiversary or whatever, whichever. whichever pay per view is TNA's big pay per view of them all. You can actually main event any AEW pay per view.
Hmm.
So this is a hard match to call, but I'm gonna definitely go with you know what, I'm gonna go with Hangman Adam Page. I'm gonna go with Hangman Adam Page. Um, Hangman's gonna have some help. I know because a lot we still have what was it? What are they calling themselves? Bullet Club Gold, the Bang Bang Gang,
Yeah.
whatever they are. Um, I know it's one against four, but Hangman Adam Page is going to have some help, and I will definitely reveal who I think is going to help him later on, and it might make sense to those of y'all watching. It might not make sense to those of y'all watching. Y'all might be surprised. Y'all might be like, "Yo, wow, that makes sense." But I'll leave that for my general predictions. The next match we have is going to be a match. It's a 2 out of 3 falls match. This might be this. You know what? I'm not going to lie. This is going to be an interesting one. We
It's
got
gonna slap. That
Hologram,
match is
who
gonna
is
slap.
who's an undefeated guy, undefeated in AEW, going up against the Beast Mortals, who recently aligned himself with Roosh. And who's the other guy with Roosh?
Realístico.
Doralistico, yes, who's Roosh's brother. Um, okay, and who you got for that one, Henny?
This is gonna be a tough one. I should have chose but I mean he was known as Black Taurus. Like for people who don't know, he was known as Black Taurus before he
Yeah,
was the Beast. I chose Hologram because I'm not sure I don't know out of both of them, I don't know who is all elite, meaning like who's really signed with AEW. But I chose Hologram, but it won't surprise me if this guy wins as well because he has the faction plus with Jake the Snake Roberts helping them, which to me makes no sense. But it is what it is. But I'm rolling with Hologram on this one. It's a tough one
I
though.
I'm gonna go with Hologram. This is going to be interesting because Hologram has never been pinned before, but um, but even if he gets pinned once, that doesn't mean he loses the match. It just means he
Right.
loses the fall.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see him. I have a feeling we're gonna see him get pinned, but I'm gonna go with Hologram winning this match. It's gonna be a knockdown, drag out one. Taros actually has not Taros, Beast Mortis actually has the power advantage, the weight advantage. But I think you know I really and truly think that Hologram is definitely going to pull this off and stay undefeated. Question is, where are they going to go with this guy? Like I said, I mean, you have him undefeated. Where are they going to go? Like,
They're not gonna go anywhere with him. They're just putting him in like banger matches and stuff. Story wise, they're not doing anything with him.
they're gonna have to do one eventually because okay, he wins another match. Okay, well, what's going on? Something has to come of this, but um, yeah, I'm gonna go Hologram to win this one. The next match, the last match we have, the main event we have, it's going to be a singles match for the AEW World Championship. It's going to be Bryan Danielson, the defending champion, the leader of the Yes movement, the leader of the movement, the American Dragon, defending against a guy who is not afraid to bleed, a guy who has been through the ringer, a guy who I've always said, hey, you know something? When we had Dean Ambrose, it was actually it was actually John Moxley on meds, but now we have Dean Ambrose off meds, which is John Moxley. So yes, Bryan Danielson versus John Moxley, main event, and John Moxley is going to be accompanied by Marina Shafir. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna be brave and have an outlandish prediction for this one. But Henny, go ahead. Who you got for this one?
I got Brian Danielson retaining with a possibility Christian Cage walking out as world champion.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna go with Bryan Danielson winning this one too. Um, there's gonna be some interference, but I'm gonna go with Bryan Danielson winning this winning this match. This is not going to be the one that takes him out. Which one is going to be the one that takes him out? I don't know. I hope it would. Honestly, I don't mind Christian. Because a lot of people doubt Christian's ability as they used to doubt his ability to be the face of a company, but he has proven that he could be. Um, he's kind. I'm not going to say the man's age; he's up there in age, but maybe he has one more good world title run left in him. I wouldn't mind seeing him walk out.
Yeah,
I just don't see Brian Danielson losing right now, though.
I see. I don't. I get what you're saying, but it's like we just said, Danielson, his body's already given up on him, and it's time for him to hang it up. Like, listen, this was a like as much as I didn't want to see Swerve losing the world title at All In, but it's great timing for them to give the belt to Danielson because he's on his way out of the door, and
Yeah,
his body is already given up on him.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I would I would want to see like Christian Cage get that world title and have a decent one because the last two world titles it was straight up terrible. But let's see what happens.
If you ask me, if you ask me, I think, like I said, Brian Danielson should have retired 9 years ago. He should just become a trainer, become a manager, become. You could have been have like a coach like motivational gimmick as a man. Not wrong being a manager, but I guess he knows what's best for him. He should have retired. He should have hung it up 9 years ago due to that injury. But some people just, I guess they know what's best for them. But anyways, I, I, I see Brian Danielson keeping this title. I hope that if I had to pick somebody from to lose it to, I mean, I'm cool with Christian Cage winning because Christian Cage has a good thing with. He has the thing with the family, and you
Patriarchy
know
family.
he's mentoring, yeah, Nick Wayne and all that. But if I had to choose somebody for Brian Danielson to lose it to, it would be Darby Allin. That's the only person. You have a fellow Seattle, Washington. I don't know if he's from Seattle, but you have a fellow Washington State, guy. He loses the title to Darby Allin. Darby Allin being one of the pillars, actually, goes on to be the face of the company. And in actuality, you know, he, he's won the tag team titles. He's won the TNT
TNT.
title, or was it, yeah, the TNT title.
Hmm.
The only direction for him is up. You know,
Yeah,
so if he stops doing all those crazy, I know he's a skateboarder, but if he stops doing all those crazy moves, I wouldn't mind seeing him be the being the guy that takes the title off of Brian Danielson. But tonight, I think Brian Danielson is going to definitely pull out the win against John Moxley and actually still be AEW World Champion. I do have some general predictions in regards to that match too, but that's the end. That's the end of the card. Those are all the matches. So at this, I guess Josh is stuck underground. It happens. For those of you that don't know, yes, New York, we run on buses and trains, and if you're underground, you're gonna lose signal, which is weird because when I was in Amsterdam and Boston, I didn't have that issue, or Japan, I didn't have that issue either. But
that's over there. Here
it's
it's a
what
whole
it
different
is.
story.
Yeah, yeah, it is. But any general predictions for the card? Any general predictions you got? Like returns that are going to happen, alliances that are going to form, alliances that are going to break up. With like what you got
Oh man.
general prediction wise for the event.
Oh, sorry about my laugh. this this might break my heart. So we see on the card that Swerve is going to return. I smell a betrayal. I smell a
Ooh.
betrayal. I kind of see Bobby Lashley coming in and they're announcing him as All Elite. We already saw Benjamin. MVP showed up at Grand Slam. So this is gonna break my heart. I feel like Swerve is gonna turn on Prince Nana, and we're gonna see the Hurt Business in AEW. Another prediction. Um, We saw Willa Yuta get hurt. It might be a possibility he might turn on Brian Danielson. And if that's the case, we might see John Moxley walking out as AEW um world champion.
Mm,
And I think that's about it. Oh, we might see Tony Storm coming back if she is done with the Japan tour. If she's done with the
okay,
Japan tour, they might it might be a chance that we might see Tony Storm back tonight. That's my general predictions right now.
okay. So my general predictions are this: um, the three way match for the AEW International Championship. We're gonna see not Mark Dennis. Matter of fact, we're gonna see Kyle Fletcher get involved in some shape or form. Whether it's against Will Ospreay
Yeah,
or aligning with staying with a tag team partner
Kyle.
with Will Ospreay, we're
Yeah.
gonna see him get involved.
Hmm.
It's they can't leave that out.
Yeah.
Now I know I mentioned that Hangman. I had a prediction for a general predictions regarding Hangman Adam Page and versus Jay White. So here's how it goes. I mentioned that Hangman Adam Page is pretty much it's not one against one, it's one against four because you have the rest of the Bang Bang gang
Yeah.
back there. However, he's gonna have help, and who's gonna be his who's it gonna come in the form of? The Butcher and the Blade. I have
Ooh.
a good the way they look,
Yeah. I can see that. I can see that.
and they each have that outlaw
Yeah.
Western kind of vibe, kind of look to them. Although they're not, a lot of them aren't from like, I mean, Butcher and the Blade, they're from upstate New York. Hangman is from West Virginia. They're not really from like Texas and the Wild West. But
No.
I'm gonna say the Butcher and the Blade are gonna help Hangman Adam Page
Absolutely.
against the rest of the Bang Bang gang. I
Yeah.
mean, and it'll be good. It gives them something to do.
Hmm.
Um, in regards to Brian Danielson, um, and John Moxley, the only prediction I have is I have two of them. One of them might they both might be a bit far fetched, but Marina Shafir is going to get involved. Brie Bella is going to get involved if she's there.
Ooh.
I know you're
Ooh.
saying, oh, but Brie Bella's still a wrestler, but she's gonna get involved and you know, or I guess try to take up Marina Shafir because Marina Shafir is still a MMA fighter, and
Yeah. She'll probably do
yeah,
like a Luthez press, and that's it.
yeah. But I'm gonna go with that. And also, this is gonna be the beginning of the rise of Wheeler Yuta. If, as you said, he could turn on Brian Danielson, or maybe after Brian Danielson loses, he's gonna become something of a mentor to Wheeler Yuta because I could definitely see Wheeler Yuta, you know, doing like the way he wrestles is kind of in the vein of Brian Danielson. So I could see Brian Danielson becoming a mentor to you know, Wheeler Yuta, the same way you had, Jose Lothario was a mentor to Shawn Michaels and so on. So I can definitely see that happening um, as well. Now, in regards to the Hurt business, you brought up, I wasn't going to speak on that. I wasn't even thinking about that, but the Hurt business, I don't think Swerve is going to leave Prince Nana. I don't think he will. The reason thing is he doesn't need it. He doesn't. You can't have four. It's going to be so. In my opinion, it's a lot because you have four. You have four men in one stable, each of whom could be the face of a company. Although MVP's never won a world title, neither is Shelton Benjamin, but we all know those are three caliber men right there that can pretty much be the face of the company and be hella
Absolutely.
entertaining and have
Absolutely.
people tune in and listen to what they have to say.
Absolutely.
Especially MVP. I don't care what anybody says. They can say whatever they want about MVP. Oh, he's old, he's this, he's that. MVP is one of the best on the mic. And if you ask me, can go toe to toe with some of the best. Like, I'll even say this: he can go toe to. I'm gonna be that guy and say this. He can go toe to toe with CM Punk on the mic. He can go toe to toe with The Rock on the mic, possibly. He can go toe to toe with Paul Heyman on the mic. So I'm a definitely. I don't think Swerve is going to turn. However, if you're gonna have somebody in that stable that can benefit off of learning from them, there are two guys, and I think they're in Ring of Honor right now. They recently started tag teaming, but you have Big Shotty Lee. I think it's Lee Jackson's his name. Big Shotty Lee and the judge EJ Nduka, who was in Major League Wrestling. If you ask me, I think those two guys are going to join the Hurt Business. I think it will benefit them because
Oh
if
yeah,
you've seen them, you definitely would know. Like, yeah, these guys, they're legit. They just need that bit of guidance to help them get to the next level. Um, and this
absolutely.
could be this could be another feather in the cap for AEW because AEW could be like, well, you guys, WWE had EJ Nduka, and you guys let him go. You didn't really give him a chance to shine, and we took him and made him something.
Hmm.
And now, watching a couple of years when his contract ends with AEW, WWE's like, "Oh my gosh, we made a mistake, just like Jade Cargill. We want to sign him and put him on a." And that's another thing I'm gonna talk about too. I'm not picking up for anybody, but I'm just calling a spade a spade. I'm gonna keep it real. If it was not for AEW, Jade Cargill would not have gotten as much coverage as she did when she signed with WWE.
I
Think
I
about
I
it.
would I would agree with you on that one. Most definitely.
She would have been like Lash Legend, another basketball star that got signed. And I'm not taking that from Jade. Jade is a ridiculously gorgeous woman. She's talented, and the sky's the limit for this woman, right? But let's keep it real. If she had signed back in 2019, if she had said, and she said the reason why she didn't sign was because of her family. She had a young child and she
Yes.
didn't want to be away from her. If she had decided, okay, I'm gonna let my auntie, you know, or I'm gonna let some relative, that I trust that I'm cool with look after while I'm away at WWE, I guarantee y'all the coverage would not have been that great. But
And plus,
because AEW took her and made something big, did something big with her, that's where that's
yeah,
where she gets that um that's the reason why she gets that coverage.
yeah,
And
and plus,
that's one hill I'm going to stand on. So
and,
that's
and
just my
plus,
thing.
she was fine because she's married to a former Major League Baseball player. So
Yeah,
she was fine. She was fine regardless.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna say about that. But anyways, let's see. At the end of the card, I guess um, Josh is not going to join us. Joshua, if you're out there, we hope you're safe. Thanks for joining us for the card for most of the card. And with that being said, it's about time for us to shut this show down. It's looking nice outside, and I'm gonna go see partake in some festivities. Well, not really festivities. I got to work later on, but
uh,
before I go ahead and get my butt to work and make another dollar. Henny Wrestling, I just gotta say, Henny, thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be on our show. We really and truly appreciate it. It's always great to have you on here. We know it was a bit last minute, but we always enjoy having these prediction shows and have getting some fellow wrestling fan input as to what they feel about the shows and who they think's gonna win and whatnot. Where can fans find you on social media when they want to talk wrestling or check out your content? I'm telling y'all, this guy's hella hilarious. Make sure you follow him. He's gonna give you his social media links. You trust me, you're gonna be laughing a lot. But Henny, what's your social media, man?
all right, so you guys can follow me on Instagram, um, Twitter, or X. You guys can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm focusing more on YouTube Shorts. I'm finally I don't need to do a long video just for the views. Like I'm focusing on the shorts. So whatever you see on Instagram, I hopefully I have a chance to put it on YouTube Shorts because hopefully they don't catch me with the copyright strikes. So you catch me on Twitter or X, YouTube. I'm not too big on TikTok, but if you want to, if you're a TikTok person, you can follow me on there as well.
Awesome. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all follow him. And like I said, you won't be bored. His content is very entertaining. Um, yeah, I've never had somebody make me laugh off of wrestling content like that. I mean, Normally if I want to laugh off wrestling content, I normally go to um, you know, YouTube and look up old DX or The Rock, promos and whatnot. But this guy definitely has some talent, man. Keep it up, man. Don't stop.
I
But
appreciate that.
if y'all want to find me on social media, not that I see a lot of cool things, but I do go to a couple of cool places. I just went to Amsterdam. Check that out, and you know that way when y'all go to Amsterdam or these other places I go to, you can um check them out yourselves. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at the Remy Blue. I'm also on TikTok at the Remy Blue. I also on TikTok I normally do like reviews of places, like I said, restaurants and so on. Y'all can check out. Follow me on there. I'm also on Facebook under the alias Remy Blue, and I'm also on. Or I think that's it for me. But our podcast is also on social media. We're on Twitter and Instagram at Ringside Society, Twitter Ringside Society 2019. We're on Facebook as a Facebook group. We're also on Spotify. We also have a Teespring store, which is actually back up. We've actually we had to switch around some things, but we have two of our shirts back online on Teespring. We're back, and we're going to be looking to have more. We're going to be looking to go to other websites and have our merch on there as well. But for now, definitely check out Teespring. We have two designs up there, and definitely definitely go ahead, cop some merch. All proceeds go back into keeping the show afloat. They do not go back into our pockets, trust me. And last but not least, we have a YouTube channel where you can see cool episodes like this one, like the prediction episode we did for Bad Blood, the interview we had with Hot Dog Starks, the interview we had with Bobby Power Brennan and his brother Jack Ledger. You can find all those great interviews and episodes on our YouTube channel. And to see them, it's not difficult. Just go on YouTube, type in Ringside Society. Once you see that really good looking dark blue and light blue yin yang sign with the blue flames around it, that's where you know it's us. So make sure you subscribe to all our videos because we got a lot of cool stuff coming up and you don't want to miss a thing like Aerosmith in 1998. But with that being said, we just want to thank everybody tuning live tonight. Thank you very much. We really and truly, well, not tonight, today. Thank you very much. We really and truly appreciate it. We strive on being one of the best wrestling podcasts a wrestling fan could, should, and would listen to. And we're not going to stop being that. To those of you that are going to listen later on and get a chance, thank you very much in advance. And those of y'all that hate us, can't stand us, really and truly wish we go away. Well, like myself at a Golden Corral, we're not going anywhere for a while. And with that being said, we just want to let everybody know that, you know, we're very well and aware. It's no secret. We see it. Everybody and their grandparents and their parents have a podcast. But we're not your grandparents' podcast. We're not your parents' podcast. As a matter of fact, we're not just any podcast. So with that being said, I'm gonna say it one time for the mind, one time for the people, one time for the wrestling culture, one time for Henny Wrestling and his great wrestling content. I'm serious. Y'all better go check this man out. He's hella hilarious. It wouldn't surprise me if you see him on Subway Mania doing some hilarious stuff too. And one time for AEW WrestleDream. We're the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. We'll be back tomorrow with a 15 minutes of fandom episode with our special guest, Devon, who is a big Rhea Ripley fan. But until then, we just have 4 favors for y'all. Stay safe, stay healthy, be excellent to each other, and enjoy wrestling. We out. Peace.